Did you know Lil Baby was name-dropped by the Atlanta PD in a passing case today? As it read, the Atlanta Police Department is calling out Lil Baby, saying his actions led to the passing of two young adults last summer. During a press conference on Wednesday, February 26, the Atlanta PD announced 7 arrests that have been made in connection to the passing of Jacket Davis and Lemman Freeman. Major Ralph stated the incidents were a part of a gang war that started out with firearms at Lil Baby's music video last May, where 3 people were then injured at the scene, while strongly saying the team will work relentlessly to hold you accountable, referring to Lil Baby.
Investigation aspect of this, Lemman Freeman was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes before gang violence ultimately took his life. Gang violence was orchestrated by adults in our city, and cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been. And in the subsequent days, we saw and ultimately the deaths of 2 children as a result of his cowardly actions. And you know who you are. And I tell you that this team will work relentlessly to hold you and the persons that you are affiliated with responsible for those actions.
The feds announcing this crime, having Lil Baby involved, answers one of the biggest questions that the rap industry had, which is, why did Lil Baby close 4PF? Did you know right after Lil Baby released his Wham album, news outlets would begin reporting Lil Baby's new album Wham was a rushed release due to a legal battle coming his way. Him closing 4PF was the first sign to this, as it was shared. Lil Baby reveals why he entered his record label for PF, trying to avoid it being labeled as a street team.
4 Pockets Full had to come to an end, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. When you say of course, I mean, why you say of course?
Because it's all shit that be going on. And I had to start learning that, like, other people's actions I could be held accountable for.
Right.
I ain't know all that at first, you know what I'm saying? I never would have went that route, but I ain't know, you know what I'm saying? Now that I know, I'd be a fool to just keep the same thing going. They trying to make something out of something that it ain't. Right. Like, if I got any kind of control of, hey, we're gonna switch that whole thing up. It ain't even just about the police, no, it's just period, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never was supposed to make my label something that I talk about.
As Lil Baby is trying to cut any ties that he had to any people in 4PF that were maybe involved in the passing of these 2 young individuals, the feds already warned the public about Lil Baby's involvement in many of Atlanta crimes on the news.
Investigations. Recent months, you've had 2 high-profile racketeering cases. There are going to be more.
Over the next 60 days, you'll see 2 more.
As DJ Academics even revealed the trap that the Atlanta Fannie Willis has been placing on rappers in the area, as 1 week after she announced it, Lil Baby was arrested. It would be announced Lil Baby was arrested on Monday for carrying a concealed firearm without a permit, and he was sent to the Clark County Detention Center, where he was held on a $5,000 bail.
I need 20 bands, call the number for me. Hey, security, the black guy, call the number for me. They locking me up for a but I got license. Security, I give you 200 bands a year, I swear to God, security. Security, I give you 200 bands a year. You don't make 200 bands here. Hey, lady, my check leave at 9:10. Nah, check me good, I got to my nuts. Check me good, you on the camera? I got to my nuts, check me good. I got to go. All right, y'all let me in that car, shoot myself dead, y'all.
Many saw it as a warning from the Atlanta DA Fannie Willis, as Lil Baby just so happened to get arrested a week later. However, it gets a lot deeper than this, and allow me to explain. Just 8 months ago, DJ Academics revealed on stream, while showing the literal evidence file of 4PF on the same RICO document that YSL and Young Thug was.
I've heard 2 of them. Like, I've heard the 2 of them. They're like, yo, these are going first, then these are going first. I've heard the names. And I don't know if I should say it. Again, I got nothing to do with no investigation for nothing, whatever. But these are top rappers. Well, one's a top rapper. The other one, matter of fact, I'll do the segment without saying the name. I'll just say this. I believe you know who the obvious name is. They're in Atlanta. They go by three letters. They've been popping. one of the top, I would say, 3 rappers in the game.
But now in present day, with the YSL case being over, Academics was finally able to reveal everything, as Lil Baby's recent arrest seemed like he is having a massive warning for a RICO charge coming his way.
I'm gonna tell you some things that you're gonna have to take my word or don't believe it. It's fine. I don't care either or. When Fonnie Willis started targeting YSL, Fonnie Willis had a bunch of people to target. She wanted Thug. She got YFN. So she got YSL, YFN. Eventually, they were going to get to 4PF. That's one of the reasons they changed their names, by the way. Except, from what I heard, the feds told them, it's okay, we got it. So the feds told him, like, it's okay if you dismiss the charge. So they didn't go that hard with trying to get Dirk, especially after Von died. They dropped that case. They dropped it, but the feds has realized we gonna get Dirk eventually. You doing the math? You see why Lil Baby is moving the way he been? Because Lil Baby hasn't been on Fed watch. He's been on county, state watch.
All the warning signs are there. It also answers the most popular question on why 4PF closed the Atlanta dot wasn't successful with targeting Young Thug, making it very likely they're going to be trying Lil Baby next. But how did this all begin as a Lil Baby fan? It's important to know that 2 weeks into the YSL RICO trial, his best friend Gunana snitched out of the case on Young Thug.
You have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes confirmed.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped the vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrant and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Then, weirdly, just 1 week after Gunana snitched out of the YSL trial, Lil Baby was arrested for a random illegal window tint, with the official footage being released online.
Huh? Man, you know why I pull you over? These windows, they tinted. You can't see nothing out.
I'm a celebrity, man. Nobody can't see me. Give me my ticket. Let me ride.
I don't know what celebrity you are.
It don't matter. They give me my ticket. Let me ride. I can't have nobody seeing me right here. I'm gonna let my window up.
Oh, yeah, you good, but you can't have that tinted window, man.
All right, they give me a ticket. Have a good day, man.
Now, who are you? You say you,
My name Lil Baby.
Okay, I just need you to sign right here, okay?
You got a pen?
807.
You don't be want to have these. You gotta have tits in that level. You folk crazy. I take a ticket and somebody follow me home.
Put a 32.
Huh?
You can put a 32. If you got a medical exception, you can get the 10.
Making many believe that was his first warning that the feds are beginning to breathe down his back. The body cam footage would end up corrupting in the footage. Lil Baby was left with a ticket. However, he would continue on driving down that same street, to which he would then be arrested by another officer for an illegal window tint. Many online commented that Lil Baby could have been arrested and treated poorly for the color of his skin, or it was a setup for one of Fonnie Willis's officers to get him in jail. Thankfully, Baby flew out his lawyer on a private jet, leading into him getting bailed out that same night. Right your P. With all of the recent arrests, Lil Baby feels like he's being targeted, likely from a former best friend who gave up in. Thug was released from jail. He also went right after Gunana. Thug tweeted Wham, "Let's drop one on these rats," with the name Wham, referring to Lil Baby, who's been firm on dissing Gunana the entire ESO trial, as Lil Baby responded to Young Thug on Instagram saying, "We should." The following day later, Thug followed it up with another tweet, first saying, "Gonna stop acting like we're friends on the internet. I don't know you." This got the attention of Gunana and his brother, who would end up replying, "Trust and believe the feeling is mutual." But later that night, Thug would link up with T, posting an Instagram story where Thug clearly says that he is home and that he did it the right way, sneak dissing Gunna. Letting G to know and emphasizing that he did it the right way out, T even took his side. But there's one serious issue with Sneak dissing Gunana, as pointed out by DJ Academics. The feds, they're one step ahead. They predicted all of this happening, which is why they gave him a plea deal out of prison. It would be announced. Academic speaks on Young Thug getting released. He says the stipulations are a setup for the court to try to put Young Thug back into jail, explaining how it's all a setup for Thug to eventually fail, go to prison for 20 years. But they also know that Lil Baby is going to side with Young Thug in beefing with Gunna. The Atlanta dog would get both of them at the exact same time.
Hey man, what you got to tell these people?
Back. Back, Jack.
You feel me?
You did.
Hey man, ain't no cap in it.
No cap in my right.
You feel what I'm saying?
The right way.
It's time.
The right way, bro.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right way.
Yeah, that way.
Yeah.
And go tell that.
But this is where it would get confusing. Obviously, Lil Baby is angry at the situation, as it rubbed Young Thug's father. Though the wrong way, he would tell Lil Baby to be quiet and to stop dissing Gunner.
I know some of his fans think he beat the case. He definitely didn't beat the case. Beat the case means you got no stipulations. The Young Thug thing is a win, but it's also a huge setup. If you gonna tell me that they're gonna monitor him on a probationary basis for 15 years, can't be in Atlanta, can't communicate with co-defendants or members, he can't rap about, he can't promote any music that has to do with what they believe is activity. Well, he's always gonna talk about him and his doing his thing. They might consider that activity. He might be like, yo, me, it's like, yo, we going to the park getting lit. We going to the club getting lit. They might be like, oh no, you talking about the game. So, we celebrating right now because I think we could all see, if you follow that trial at all, whether you're a fan of Thug or not, you can see the pain, you can see was going through it. Like, he gained a lot of weight. Everybody knows Thug was not that weight, so we happy he got out, but we definitely got to be very cognizant of how it's going to.
However, Young Thug's father would not end there. He would end up revealing this about Gunana, and how it has nothing to do with Young Thug or Lil Baby.
Lil Baby throwing at Gunna for his plea deal.
He need to shut the fuck up, cause he don't know what's going on. He's going off of what he heard. When have y'all went to a court date to support Slime, to support Jeffrey, to support Thug, however you want to name it?
As Thug's father states, Gunna's plea deal didn't affect Young Thug or Lil Baby. But rappers in the industry had many different opinions, as 69ine would be seen hopping on a Clubhouse call with Wack 100 explaining that Thug and Lil Baby's situation is now terrible due to a Gunna did. And he couldn't even be more spot on. Since this call, he's been arrested 3 times, as well as now being tied up in a case with 2 people passing away.